The following is a presentation of TFNN. It is now time for the Diagnostic Trading Hour with your host, Darrell Martin. Now, Darrell Martin.
All right, folks, welcome on here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. I'm your host, Darrell Martin, today, and I hope you're having a great Friday. And right now, we're going to just check out the market, see where everything is at. We got the S&P pretty much flat, down 2 points. We got the Nasdaq down just a tick. Oh, there it goes, flat, tick, back and forth. We got the Dow. I mean, it's exciting right there. We got the Dow up 7 whole points, and we got the Russell down 3. Gold is down a whopping 21. I made some nice money on some gold today, shorting that this morning. And just actually closed out the shorts. So I had a few different reasons for doing that, and basically decided it's no longer time to be short gold. And let's see here if I can pull it up. I might even show you that chart right now. Let's see here. All right. So we got a few different things going on with short gold. Had short signals this morning, just riding this thing on down here. Had one last one I took right here and got in over here, and then but this one I'm like, you know what, we're done. So why do I think we're done on the move on gold? Well, a couple things. We hit the -2 deviation level, okay, and we talk about deviation levels pretty much every day on the show. So we hit that level. That was like one flag. Another flag is we're making new lows right here on gold, but we're not making new lows on the RSI, the relative strength index. Okay, so we get some divergence going on right there. And then looking over here, we also, basically, it's starting to close back higher. So, just above the 8-day EMA there versus that nice run we had. And so with those three things adding up, I'm like, you know what? It's time to call it a day, lock in some profits, and check on out. All right, so let's go ahead and check out what else we got. We got copper, which is down 1.5% right now. We got silver down almost 2% on the day. We got corn up 3%, up 22 points. So ags are back, right? And, well, not quite. Soybeans are down like 0.2. But corn is flying. And looking on over at oil, we got oil down a mere 55 cents. We got natural gas up 3%. No surprise that things are moving to 1 to 4% a day. And then looking over at euro dollar, look at that. We got up 78 pips on the euro dollar, down 28 on the pound dollar, down 54 on the Aussie dollar. The U.S. yen is, up 30. And let's see, we got the U.S. Canadian up 6, and the U.S. franc is down 29. So just sort of give you a quick summary right there. And the dollar index overall is showing weakness on the dollar, even though it is having strength against a good chunk of the pairs. It's just how the basket's weighted. So, and especially with that surge there on the euro dollar side. Let's do a quick summary on what is going on in the world of fundamentals. And there's two ways to use fundamentals, okay? Or I guess there's a lot of ways to use fundamentals, but a couple ways that I use fundamentals for actual trading. And what I do is I go in, and let's see here, and look at when they're coming out and what they're coming out on, and that helps me decide what I'm going to trade. So, like, what I'm going to focus on. And so I'll look at certain reports, and depending upon their impact on, say, the dollar, or a certain currency, or a certain market, like the DAX, or the FTSE, or the Nikkei, or the S&P, or the Dow, then that helps me know, okay, I want to focus on this because it's probably going to be moving today. So it helps me narrow down what I'm looking at. Other things is, I may go in, I may do, of course, like straddle or strangles right before the news. So basically, like, very news-based trade. And then I guess here's a third way. So I guess I can go into a few different ways. But a third way would be I'd go in after the news comes out. All right. And by coming in after the news comes out, then I can trade with the direction of the news, but give it some time. So when we talked about a few instances on the archives this week, where I was like, hey, look at this. This report came out, and the market barely moved on it, but before the day was over, it moved like a full deviation, or a half deviation at least, but most of them moved at least a full deviation. And so the news could have came out, you're like, okay, well, this is, bullish for the Aussie. So this is bullish for this, the pound or whatever. All right, let's go ahead and buy the pound dollar. And just give it some time for everybody else to wake up and realize it too. And so that's sort of nice, because those are very, calm trades. You're like, okay, well, the news says this is what should happen, so I'm going to go ahead and buy the pound dollar. I'm going to go ahead and buy the S&P. Now, the reason I can do that in a calm manner is because I'm trading with completely defined risk, and I can't be stopped out of my trade. So if the market starts going against me, my risk doesn't go up. Okay? So if I go in and I'm risking, say, $20 a mini lot, or $200 a lot on it, then my risk is never going to go past a couple $100, and that's, controlling over $100,000. Okay? But I can still make a lot of money on the way up. And I do that, of course, by trading Nadex. So if you've heard the show at all before, that's what I love to trade. And now, when I'm trading Nadex, I'm trading the futures in Forex. Okay? I have futures charts up. I have Forex charts up. I'm making all my decisions just like I make them for futures and Forex. I'm just executing them on the Nadex platform on a different instrument. So a derivative of the same instrument. I'm buying the gold, what they call spread. Okay? And if you're thinking, future spreads, it's not the same thing. If you're thinking call spreads, put spreads, vertical spreads, counter spreads, not the same thing. Okay? It's more like a call or a put, vertical, but with 100 delta. So if you're from that world, on the options side, when you're going in, you're getting maximum gamma. You can think of it like a call on option. Imagine if you get Friday expiration options every single day, or every 2 hours. That's more what this is like, and it's just a very, very, very cool thing. Now, one thing I don't know if you've checked it out. I'll be talking some more detail about these trading strategies. Make sure that you check out. We have a conference coming up in Denver, February 2nd. Okay, and it is free to attend, but you have to register. And I'm going to go into diagnostic trading strategies that I use, that I've developed. And so you can go over here, and Tom's going to go into his timing the trade methods. Okay, and this would help you get ahead of things. I'm going to go to my diagnostic deviation levels, and that's going to help you basically get an edge when you're trading, binaries or spreads. Even if you're trading futures or Forex, this will help you with the deviation levels and the diagnostic trading. So no matter what, but let's just say you've never traded it, or you're curious, you're like, what is this? Dan Cook from Nadex is going to be there, from the Nadex Exchange. He actually is going to be showing up, and there to take all your questions as well. So, and Tom's going to show you how he identifies trades and sets them up. I'm going to go into Nadex binaries and spreads and using deviation levels. And, again, you can apply this to futures or Forex, but if you want to have more leverage, less risk, and more time to be right, and you're at least curious, this is worth your time. Now, if you want to make some money, this is definitely worth your time, because it's something you can come to and you can learn how to lower your risk and maximize your leverage to help you potentially make a lot more profits. And I just want to show you how I do things. And I get testimonials from people all the time, and it's really cool. Just being able to help traders out. And, I've helped thousands of people learn how to trade on Nadex. And so this is a really cool opportunity for you to be able to come and check it out and learn directly from Dan at Nadex, from Tom, and directly from myself. And all three of us will be there teaching you and training you and helping answer all your questions that you have. So it is free to register, but please understand we do have limited seats. So make sure you're going to be there if you register. And you do have to register, because once the seats are gone, they're gone. Just don't take one if you're not going to be there. But if you're going to be there, definitely get it now, because they will fill up. And we're also giving away some silver, and we're giving away some, a bunch of other stuff like spread analyzer access subscription for a month, and just a lot of different things that you can check out, and it's going to be good. So we had a lot of great feedback from the last one that we did out in Florida. So that's why we're doing another one. People liked it. But don't wait until it starts. Okay, let's say you're okay, I want to go to that. Okay, let's get a head start. Don't walk in and be like, what is this? Okay, let's get you a head start so you have some good questions when you show up. All right? And don't worry, I mean, you can sit there and just take notes too. But, I want you to have some really good questions when you show, because I want to maximize that time, because we got that one-on-one. We can sit there and we're talking and go through it. And so what you want to do before you show up right now, go ahead and fill this out. All right? If you need to, book airfare, plane tickets, whatever, take care of that. But also hop over and go over and click on Nadex. And on Nadex, sign up for an account, okay? It is only $100 to fund an account, and it's a deposit, a withdrawable deposit, okay? So fund your account, start to fund it in as, little as 5 minutes. It does not take any time. And that's free data, free platform, the free Nadex charts, all the stuff that goes with that, okay? Go to our products. You can also get a demo account. I do recommend you get both. Okay, there are very, very, very small differences, but they're there. And the biggest thing is they're going to give you $25,000 in funny money to play within your demo account. And if you want to email me, and my emails are on the website, I can tell you how to get that demo extended. Okay, so they give you a 2-week demo, but I'll tell you how to get that extended. Go ahead and email me. But you want to get this set up, and then once you get it set up, get a head start in your education. Okay, this is only a few weeks away. We're not talking a long time from now. And hop back over to TFNN. And we got the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer right here. Click on that. And you get a 2-week free trial. Okay, and there's like several different plans to choose from. But a 2-week free trial, you get access to all the binaries education. You get access to the spread education. You're going to get access to the Box Spread Analyzer with the live data feed, where I feed all the spreads in live from the Nadex Exchange. You're going to get access to my deviation levels that I post every night. And, so make sure you hop on there and check that out right away so we can take care of you. And basically, it gets you a head start, because I'm going to teach you how to use the platform, how to sign up for an account. I'll teach you binaries and spreads, and unlimited Q&A built in. And when you show up to this forum, this education thing that we're going to be doing here in Denver, then you're going to be really ready to soak it in, because now you won't be just trying to get the basic concept of a binary down. You'll start thinking about, how do I make money with the binary? Like, how do I practically put this into place? So when I go back and I decide to trade on Monday, I can pay for that plane ticket, okay? So that's what I want to help you with. I want to help you be as profitable as possible, and I want to help you limit your risk as much as possible. And, we're going to have winners in trading, we're going to have losers in trading. That's just the reality. But if we can maximize the wins and minimize the losses, then, of course, that's really what trading is all about. All right, let's stay right there. When we come right back, we're going to check out a few things going on in the markets, and let's look at where everything is headed at right now. Be right back right after this break.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Wealth Management. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportions of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what an asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Wealth Management financial advisor can do for you. Call Angela O'Brien, First Vice President and Financial Planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Wealth Management, LLC. Member SIPC.
with the launch of Tiger TV. TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Darrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
TFNN is proud to partner with Great Panther Silver for another exciting silver coin giveaway. The Great Panther Silver Super Silver Giveaway begins the week of January 28th, and we'll be choosing 47 lucky winners. It's free to enter with absolutely no strings attached. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com today to fill out your entry form. Every hour that we're on the air, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. the week of January 28th, we'll be randomly choosing one lucky winner that will win a silver coin or bar from Great Panther Silver and TFNN. And the final hour of the week, Friday, February 1st, we'll choose 3 lucky winners. That's 47 winners in just 1 week, with over $1,000 in silver given away to our loyal listeners. Register today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. And for more information on Great Panther Silver, you can click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com, or check them out on the NYSE Amex symbol GPL, or on the Toronto Stock Exchange symbol GPR.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
All right, folks, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Just checking everything out. We got the markets now all in either negative or flat territory, and looking on over what's going on today. We had a few different things come out. Let's see here. Last night, China's CPI number came in. That number came in better than expected. The yen had their current account come in. That came in worse than expected for the yen. And so we can look at that over here. And let's see. It came out, I guess it's here, just looking at the chart. But let's see. The timing of that report was 6:50 p.m. So it'd be 5:50. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Right there. So I just have to look at the chart. It's sort of easy to figure out where the report came out at. And so that was negative for the yen. So you got a little yen drop, US dollar pop right there. It pulled on back down. And like I've been talking about so often, gave you actually another chance for entry. And has been, moving up. And what I talked about is, like, if you get that pop up and it pulls back down to like the level it was before the news, okay, then you could go in and you could buy, like, say, a binary or a spread on Nadex and look to exit when it basically hits the same high that it did off the news. So it pops up, and I mean, we're doing this on all sorts of reports now. Pops up, pulls back down, and then you exit like right around here. Okay, so which has been right around the high too, and I imagine, and I haven't even pulled it up on here, but if I look over the diagnostic deviation levels for the U.S. yen, let's just see where they happen to be. 89.43 is a 1 deviation move on the U.S. yen. It hit 89.44. So I think we're pretty on target there. What do you think? So again, 89.43 plus 1. That's basically, we expect the 1. That's what we're going for, is the 1 every day. We expect 68% of all movement to be inside that range. And let's see here. So it hit 89.44, basically ticked it by a tick. I mean, you can't argue with this. I hope some of y'all listeners are starting to look at these and check these out. At least get the 2-week trial and see how accurate they are. They come out every night. And, I mean, you're talking to the tick. Okay? Very, very helpful. So if you didn't know to get out here, you would have known to at least tighten your stop here. So either way, you had a really, really good reason to do so. Let's see here. And then let's see what else we got. So that's our current. That basically was your report for the night. And I talked about that last night, having that one ready. It was possible yen trade. You could have straddled it. If you would have straddled it, you would have had a great 1 deviation move trade. So, or strangle, either way. So you could have straddled the spreads, or you could have strangled. Both of them would have got you the nice pop right there. I mean, you're talking a solid 40 pips. That's a good move on the yen. On the U.S. yen. And let's see here, because 66 is a full deviation from close. So, I mean, it's a little more than a half deviation move, just right off of an initial news pop in a matter of minutes. And let's see here. We got the China number. I don't really trade them. I just more of aware of when they're coming out, because they can, be movers. And then let's see, we got the franc came out last night with its current account. Okay, that was one of the reports I mentioned yesterday to be on the lookout for as a big market mover for the U.S. franc. That came out at 215. It came in, let's see, at negative for the franc. It looks like the CPI number. Oh, what is the current account with CPI? Okay, so it did come in negative for the franc. Dollar franc rose right off the report. Again, that came in at 215. Right there, it popped up. What was our level that we were looking for on the U.S. franc? It's like a 9178, then 9190. So let's see. So right when this report came out at 215, right here, it pops up pretty quick. Then it hits the 70. That's where we tightened our stop. Doesn't quite hit the 90. Okay. So we didn't hit a 1, we hit a 0.7, you should have grabbed some profit on that trade. And then the thing just fell on its face this morning. As the dollar lost a lot of strength against the franc, and the franc gained back a lot of strength. And we'll look back at a few more reports and tell you what to be ready for this coming week when we get back after this break.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Just recently, on December 28th, Market Insight subscribers were advised to go long the QQQ, the Nasdaq 100 ETF, on December 28th at $63.91, and only 2 trading days later, after a huge jump in the markets, Market Insight subscribers were advised to sell the QQQ at $66.64 for a $2.73 or 4.27% profit to start off 2013. At the same time, Tom O'Brien had advised his clients looking for a more leveraged trade that they could have initiated a position in the QLD, the ProShares Ultra QQQ ETF, and over the same 2 trading days, Market Insight subscribers were able to lock in a $4.48 profit or an 8.47% gain in just 1 trade. Get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during your free trial and pay nothing. Don't miss out on the next great trading opportunity in 2013. Act today. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. Darrell Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Darrell Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
All right, welcome on back here to the Diagnostic Trading Hour. Just going over all different numbers there. So we had that Frank report got in. You got a little bit of pip action out there, not a whole lot. Get about 20, 30 ticks. Not too bad for a short period of time. And that was off that U.S. Frank report. We also had the pound report come in last night. So let's pull those up. And they were pretty much all in all, they were all negative for the pound. With the manufacturing production, we saw industrial production. Industrial is not considered a major report, but it still was negative, so it contributes to the negativity. Okay? Manufacturing production is a major report. They expected it to come in at 0.5%. It came in at 0.3%. And the manufacturing production is the number of basically output produced. So it's actual output. It's not just a survey, but it's output. It's a big leading economic indicator of health. And anyways, number came out at 430. So that would have been 330. It looks like some of the news got leaked on that one. Look at this. And let's see here. All right, so I guess not. I mean, it was just spiking around. It was going a little nuts, though. It does. So yeah, 329. But when that came out, it was like, bam! I mean, it just nailed it. And you can see it drop down about 35 pips or so pretty quick. And so went on down. But what did I talk about? Okay. It gave you another chance. Came back up to the level it was at before the news came out. Right? And then it pulled on back down. And if we pull those deviation levels up, we check out where they were. And let's see here. We got pound dollar. So over on the pound dollar, we got moved down to 1.61. 100 even is a 1 deviation move. And so not only did you get the move, now remember, we'd probably want to be tightening stops anyway when it hit the level that came out after the report. Okay? So when I did the retrace. So right when it comes back down here, it hits the same low that we hit. So right here, you want to be tightening your stop anyway. But then it hits a 1 deviation move on top of that. So it's another reason to tighten your stop, and then it just turns around and goes back in the other direction. Okay? So, I mean, you had like just a great setup right there on pound dollar. He had an okay one on the franc, but he had a great one on the pound dollar. We had a really good one last night on the yen also. So there's 3 trades that we called out for you to check out, trading with the news, and have that reset chance there. Let's go ahead and look over at the U.S. Canadian. All right, so let's see. U.S. Canadian. Remember, I talked about we're getting trade balance from 2 different countries at the exact same time. Okay? That is going to cause volatility. And they were both negative. So bad for the dollar and bad for the Canadian. So it's going to fly up, it's going to fly down. Okay? But they're now, if one's positive, one's negative, you're going to get a lot of movement in one direction. So let's check that out. And we'll look on over here and see what we got. We got, let's see, came in at 8:30. And we'll go into the detail on this. And we'll find that over here. 7:30 Central is actually what we want to be looking at, because 8:30 Eastern. So I got a little movement going on. And just a nice drop. But 7:30. Okay. So what happens? Well, they're both negative. Canada's negative. U.S. is negative. How do you play that? Well, you're probably going to go and you're probably going to place a strangle like right after the trade comes out. Because it goes in, it starts going up, but then it starts going down, then it goes back up. Okay? So, I mean, you should expect this thing to just be zigzag, almost be nowhere than where it was before the news, which is, I mean, if you look at, the news is right here, look at the market. I mean, it's only, a few pips off right now. Right? But first it fell, so you could have hopped in on the news. You could have, went short or long in either direction. You could have possibly made money on that trade, but you definitely got the volatility. What I love is whenever they diverge. So, like, good for one, bad for the other. Then you really get the nice move. All right. Then we're going on over here and looking at, we got a little GDP estimate come out of the pound. That actually came out at 954. So we'll check that out. That's one I haven't really paid attention to that many times. Let's just look at what kind of impact that had. So 950 for no impact. Okay, so let's see. What is this? The source released data 6 minutes earlier than scheduled. It's supposed to come out at 10. Change in estimated value of goods and services produced by the economy during the previous 3 months. So actually 9 a.m. Okay, so actually it came out right here. So 9 a.m. All right, it came out 6 minutes early. Should not have came out that early. So that's weird. So they actually got the report like right here. It was worse than it has been previously. The hard part on this number is you don't really have an estimate where it comes out. And let's see, it drops down. That's basically a negative thing for the pound. So it does do a little pull back. Then the dollar had so much weakness it went ahead and pulled on back up. So you had a little report. You had a little bit of time, I guess, even to hop in on there. But it's real weird that they came in 6 minutes early. Nothing like somebody like Google or somebody like that releasing their earnings in the middle of the day, right? Then we also had federal budget balance report that comes out here in 20 minutes. Usually not a big impact. I still wouldn't say to expect a big impact. The only thing is, of course, we have all this stuff going on with the fiscal cliff, so, I mean, just keep your eye on it. But basically, what the federal budget balance is, that's the difference in the amount the government's income and their spending in the previous month. Why might that be important today? Because the U.S. is out of money. Okay? We ran out, and people sort of forget, we ran out on Monday. We're negative. We're not negative borrowing, we're negative. So, like, Can't borrow anymore negative. Hit the credit limit. And, basically, selling off the furniture or whatever to pay the bills at the moment, which I think would be a great idea. There's a lot of federal land that could be sold off to take care of a lot of this stuff. But I put it back in the people's hands anyway. Shouldn't be in the federal government's hands, most of that stuff out there. But anyway, so federal budget balance report, 2 o'clock. We have hit our deficit, so this is sort of important. Usually it's not a major market mover, but I just want to keep an eye on it since we have, went over and exceeded the limit there. And the next thing we want to check out over here is for Sunday. Sunday, nothing worth looking at. There is like an Aussie report like at 7:30, some medium impact. Wouldn't go crazy on it. Monday we got Bernanke. Great. Such enthusiasm. And the timing is wonderful. I'm glad. I hope you're a futures trader because he's going to talk at 4 o'clock. So he's going to wait for the cash market to close and then open his mouth. So that'll be a fun 15-minute trade on Monday. Be ready for that. Okay, I'm going to be doing some short term. Here's what I'm doing. I'm just telling you right now. I'm going to do 15 minutes till expiration. We're going to have binaries that expire at 4:15. You're going to be able to buy both sides for like $10. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to buy and I'm going to sell. $20 risk, $80 reward. See what happens. But due to speak about monetary policy, recover from the global financial crisis, long-term challenges facing the economy, speaking at the University of Michigan. So, you got to love that when Bernanke decides to talk right after the cash closes. Man, retail traders have no idea. All right. The games that are played. Let's see what else we got. We got Pound has a medium impact report coming out at 7 o'clock Monday night. That's the house price balance report. And Pound has a big report coming out Tuesday, so 4:30. You have our CPI number coming in. And, by the way, if you recall at the beginning of the show, I said, this is why I got out of my gold position. And I went into the detail on that. And this was where I got short, by the way. And so went over here, took profit, 2 deviation level, and I got out right about here. And we got stopped. And bam, flew back up. So just always good to bring things up and show you that, it actually did go in the other direction. Like, I didn't know if it'd go up. I wasn't so much bullish, but I didn't buy. But I did at least protect my profit. And that's probably the number one thing, honestly, that I like using the deviations for is profit protection. Okay, because I'm using Nadex for risk protection. All right, risk management. But I still got to have profit management. And that is my favorite strategy for the deviations. You can use them for reversals and things like that. But I'm not as confident when I just try to just do a pure reversal. I've found that often is a losing game for me. Now, I do reversals like when it lines up with everything. Like I have a simple apex pattern here, alert, pivot, entry, exit. Sort of like an ABCD, but a little different, a little shorter time frame. And so it goes on in, and then, that I'm fine with because that's, sort of, selling on the pullback and, or buying on the pullback and selling on the, when it rises up a little bit. But just like calling a reversal, I found that, that's okay, but the best thing is just managing my profit on trades that line up with my entries. And so manage your profits on Nadex. It's probably the number one thing to making money on Nadex is managing your profits. Not managing it, just giving it away. All right, so we got the CPI number on a Tuesday on the pound. That's going to give you a 4:30 report. Then the pound's going to have, let's see, they do have a lot of reports, by the way. Like, they're blasting with reports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reports are coming out of Britain. But basically between 4:30 and 5. Okay? They also have their inflation letter, which is sort of, you never know when that's going to come out. Now, only one of them is really high impact that's, tradable, and that's the CPI. The actual CPI year over year. But They got 7 things coming out within 30 minutes. So, what do you think you might want to be trading on Tuesday if you're trading early in the morning? British pound. So, like I said, that's one of the ways I use news is to let me know what to trade. So, I'm not going to be worrying about the franc that day. I'm not going to be worrying about the yen. I'm not going to be worrying about the Aussie. I'm going to be focusing on the pound. Okay? And it doesn't mean those other markets won't move. They won't be great. But it just gives me a way to focus on something and have a reason for it moving because there's news coming out on it, so it should be a volatile market that day. Then looking on over, we're going to have the United States is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 reports coming out. Let's see, 4 of those are going to come out at 8:30. An FOMC member is going to be speaking at 8. Then that's not really a report, obviously. And then but 4 come out at 8:30. Empire, actually 5 come out at 8:30. Wow. Okay, 5 come out at 8:30. We're going to have the core retail sales, PPI, retail sales, core PPI, Empire State Manufacturing Index, all coming out at 8:30 on Tuesday morning. So once you're done with your pound trades, or you might even want to be tightening your pound trades with all that U.S. news coming out, hop on over and start looking at probably U.S. indices at this point. And so there's a lot of strength or weakness in the market. You may check out gold at that, but that'd definitely be where I'd focus. Be U.S. indices right there. And let's see. Then 10 o'clock you have business inventories, but you've had so many announcements at 8:30. Just beware at 10 that there's one more report that could impact your trade, so it's good to tighten your stops and that new report's coming on out. And looks like the markets are deciding that they want to push on down a little more. They're working on it. Nadex thinking about it hadn't quite woke up yet. We'll see here. Starting to see some down electronic noise in the market. Looking on over, we got Westpac consumer sentiment. That's a medium impact on the Aussie. And then new motor vehicle sales at 7:30 on the Aussie next Tuesday. So you have a couple Aussie trades. Wouldn't expect full deviations just off those, but maybe 0.5, 0.7 deviation moves. And then going in, we're going to have retail sales out of U.S. franc, probably about a half deviation move. That's a medium impact report. And then Euro's going to have CPI, core CPI, 10-year bond auction. So definitely would expect probably a deviation move on the euro dollar next Wednesday. Then we got a core CPI coming out of the United States. So that's any of the U.S. indices right there. You can take advantage of that. Along with CPI, long-term purchases, capital utilization, industrial production, NAHB housing index, crude oil inventories, and the beige book all coming out of the U.S. on Wednesday. So good. I like it when the news coming out. Now, Wednesday night, we're going to have employment change in the Aussie. That's a high-impact report, okay? So that'll be a good one to trade right there, and an employment rate, both coming out at the same time. We'll get it Thursday, putting together a little plan there. We're going to have U.S. franc will have a PPI number coming out. That's medium impact. And then, let's see, going on over, we're going to have a French and Spanish, okay? Spanish bond auctions are coming out next Thursday. I'd be watching, okay? They are now negative in their Social Security fund because they've been borrowing from it to buy bonds. I'd be watching that Spanish bond auction to see what's going on with that. And that'd definitely be Euro trade time. All right. Stay there. We'll be right back after this break.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just one position. If you'd like to try out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page at TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, has helped subscribers for over 10 years navigate the high-risk world of exploring and producing gold companies. And now's a great time to sign up for a free month-long trial to see the kind of insight that Tom delivers for his subscribers on a weekly basis. Every Monday, Tom O'Brien issues a quick update on the metal market, giving you his take on the HUI, XAU, GLD, dollar, bonds, and much more. Tom follows Monday's update with a full gold report, which is delivered to subscribers Tuesday afternoon with detailed coverage of 24 separate gold or metal stocks, as well as another 10 to 15 stocks that he lets you know are on his potential watch list. Get your month-long free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Don't spend another year navigating the metal markets on your own. Act early in 2013 and make the most of your gold and metal market investments.
Join David White as he keeps you up to date on the latest tech stocks while he uses his Power Law Vector Indicator to identify the best trades. The Power Trading Hour, next on TFNN.
All right, looking at this, looking at everything right here, and let's see here. Got building permits, unemployment claims, housing, Fed manufacturing, all coming in next Thursday. I mean, Thursday is going to be a fun day next week with all these bond auctions happening. So the Spanish ones, and the unemployment, the Philly Fed, all coming out at the same time. So get ready for that one. And then Friday, I'm going to have a little British retail sales month-over-month report, and one last University of Michigan consumer sentiment. So that gives you sort of a quick wrap on what to check out for the week and the upcoming week, because you'll want to have your trading plan in place. And again, just some reminders for you. If you haven't done it yet, hop on over TFNN.com, okay? And one, register for the Super Silver giveaway. We're giving away silver, okay? Like every hour, we're going to be giving away silver. So hop on here. It costs you nothing. Put it on in there from January 28th to February 1st. So hop on and make sure you are doing that. And every hour of live radio. So we'll be giving away some silver on there. And all the details you can find on here, okay? And fill that out for the exact details. To read the details. Just go there and all the information is for you. Hit submit. Once you've done that, make sure that you get a Nadex account. Sign up for or you can sign up for this first because I show you how to get a Nadex account. I walk you through it step by step. Sign up for the 2-week free trial of the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer right there. And register for our Denver workshop. And I don't know if you've checked it out yet, but Ken has a free webinar coming up. And so you may want to be checking that out. And, hop on over there. And it's free for subscribers over here on TFN. But I definitely may want to check out, or I highly recommend that you check it out. He has a lot of good things that he can share with you about the opportunities coming up in 2013 that you could take advantage of with different stocks and different areas of the market. I don't even know what all he's going to be covering, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. So it's free, which makes it even better. But check that out. And then again, silver giveaway, box spread analyzer, a lot of good stuff going on. And we also just launched a new real estate website. If you haven't checked that out, check that out over on TFNN. And let's see what we got going on. Anything else in the markets happening at the moment? It's like gold might think about coming back down now, but basically the gold's closed. Okay, I mean, I know it's still open, but the pit's closed. But what we got, we'll do a quick market wrap for you. We got the S&P down 2 points. We got the NASDAQ up 2. We got the Dow down 4 and the Russell down 3. We got gold down 18 points on the day right now. And we have copper down 1.5. We got silver down 1.6. We got corn up to soybeans, making a little bit of a move on the downside, down 9-10 points now. It was pretty flat earlier. We got oil down 47 cents still. Natural gas still up that 4%. Big move there. Euro dollar up 71 pips. Pound dollar down 33. Aussie dollar up 60. U.S. yen up 35. U.S. Canadian up a mere 2 pips on the day. U.S. franc down 24. With, let's see, the bond showing a bit of an uptick. And the dollar index showing a bit of a downtick. So there's some crazy stuff going on, the way that everything's going in different directions or same directions. Correlations breaking, correlations working. Trade the charts. Don't get caught up in the news. Just use it to let you know maybe what market you want to focus on, but don't let it guide your complete decision. Okay? And besides some of the ways that I talked about today, hey, this is good news. Okay, I'll buy once it retraces back, and I'll use limited risk on something like Nadex. You all have a great day. Have a safe weekend. Stay tuned, and I'll see you next week.
Let me tell you something, folks. I have people coming up to me saying, I just can't believe the amount of work that Steve does on his newsletter. And I says, I absolutely agree.
That is a recent clip from the Money Masters show that Tom and I do each day at TFNN. My newsletter service, Mastering Probability, is much, much more than a newsletter. Yes, it's outperformed the S&P 500 by 100% during the last 15 months. But more importantly, it's an extraordinary education, a roadmap for your success. And it's yours risk-free for the next 30 days. Just go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, and then Mastering Probability, because everyone needs a success strategy. For most, it's a competitive edge, the will to win, the drive to overcome any obstacle. Whatever you call it, winners find a way. Find your way to Mastering Probability today, because your journey to extraordinary rewards is just one click away.